Alright guys, and now we're back with Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. In this 1v1 showdown, I'm going to be facing off against Professor Pone, who's going to be leading the forces of the Adeptus Mechanicus, which if memory serves is a pretty long-range faction. They're not going to want to get close quarters, and they also do have that really juicy Nova Cannon, which is very similar to like the Plasma Bomb. If you look here, you can see the Plasma Bomb, the Disruption Bomb, as well as the Stasis Bomb, each of which does different things. But the Nova Cannon is an ability, I think that's on most of their main ships, and it basically just drops like a stationary bomb that does a ton of damage after, I think, 8 or 10 seconds. So it's pretty much the same as the Plasma Bomb. So it's very scary. If they can catch you in like a Stasis Bomb or catch you kind of sitting and not moving, they can do a ton of damage to you, which is definitely quite scary. So for our faction, I'm still trying to get better at Chaos. Definitely one of my, man, I'm just having trouble kind of grasping them, but I've been having a ton of fun, and thematically, Chaos is by far my favorite. So we're going to be playing the Black Legion here, and the Black Legion are the Sons of Horus. Now, they don't have unique abilities like the Death Guard, the Emperor's Children, or the Thousand Sons and the World Eaters, each of who are aligned with a different Chaos God, but I haven't even unlocked that yet. I think to get like the main abilities for like the Death Guard, you have to get to like level 10 or something. So anyways, let's just play with Black Legion. I want to see how their ships look. And for our fleet, we're going to be going pretty wide. Now, normally I was playing with a lot of heavy ships using the repulsives, which are very good macro ships. They hit like trucks. But since he has like these abilities that are really good at focusing down like single targets and just using Nova Cannons to like blow up your main ship, I wanted to go a little bit wider. So we're going to be using a Desolator, which is the cheaper of your two battleships here. Yeah, it's just kind of a gunship here. It does have torpedoes. It has the double barrel heavy lance battery and a triple barrel super heavy missile turret. So these fire from the front and the side, and yeah, does some good work. On top of that, we're going to be going with some cheaper ships. So we have some cruisers. The cruisers are just going to be the Slaughters, which very thematic for Chaos. The names here, you can see we do have the Carnage, Slaughter, Murder. Yes, very corn stuff there. But Slaughters, yeah, they seem to be kind of decent close quarter ships. I mean, I guess they have decent range. Let's see here, 9,000 on that bad boy, 9,000 here, and 9,000 here. So it's not like as long range as like the heavy macro weapons, but we're going to be getting close. I want to just be aggressive, accelerate towards my opponent, and just get in there and hopefully just kind of circle him and just, you know, use our firepower. On top of that, we do have some Infidels, which are the escort ships. We're going to be using them to get in there, take objectives, and to scan. And these bad boys also have torpedoes, which is quite cool. So if I can actually be on top of that, I always forget to use torpedoes. It's very frustrating, but we're going to see if we can make it work. So I think without further ado, good luck to my opponent, the mighty Professor Pone. And let's see how this game goes here. We're going to be launching. And yeah, it's a really fun game. I know quite a few of you guys in the comments have asked, hey, is it worth getting? Well, I'm a huge fan of RTS games. Warcraft 3, StarCraft, Brood War, you name it. Total War Warhammer, of course. But if you guys like the RTS genre and you know like naval or space combat, it is so much fun. I mean, just playing with a friend, even casually, like there's so many moments where you just barely like get away from a scuttling ship, or you know a torpedo barely misses you, or you ram someone's ship and explode it for the win. There's so many moments that are just like hell yeah, you know, and you just get excited. So I definitely think it's a fun game. So there's the Black Legion, looking pretty evil. It's kind of like the classic big bad, you know, it's Abaddon. I'm like Porky Pig now. Abaddon the Despoiler leads this fleet here. Man, did you guys see that Star Destroyer up there? Look at that thing. Oh my God. Can I use that ship? Can I get that in my fleet, please? All right, so let's go ahead and just kind of line everything up. Objectives are one here, and one here. And then there's 2 on the far side of the map. So this is going to be the contested objective, I think, for the most part. So our main flagship, we're going to put in group 1 here. And let's look at the weapons. The Heartless Desecration. Wow, isn't that nice? Can I rename these things? I wonder if I can. I bet you can. Yeah, this guy has pretty good range. 22,000 because I do have the upgrades for the macro weapons. So that's going to be nice. And these guys will get slight upgrades as well, I think. Or I'm not sure. I should have gone over my upgrades. But basically, I have the Stasis Bomb as well as the Supercharged Void Shields, which are going to make my shields invulnerable. So my apologies for not doing that. I was just so hyped to get playing. So we're going to put most of our ships, our murder ships, in group 2 here and just kind of run them as a assault squad, trying to stay relatively high and tight. Our main ship here, and then we have our little rat ships who are going to be holding objectives. So 3, 4, and you can run with group 3. And let's get you guys in group 3 as well. And 3 and 4. Okay, great. So these guys, yeah, I think we're going to be fighting mostly over here. It depends. I mean, yeah, he's going to grab those 2 top ones, but I could also just play the objectives and just dodge the Nova Cannons. That might not be a bad idea. So let's get those guys going here. These 2 little rat ships can just go grab them, and they're just going to be on running silent for now. And these guys will be on running silent as well. And it's always a good idea, from what I understand, to put on a stance before the fighting starts, because it does get put on a cooldown. So let's go on reload, weapons and maneuver skills, standard. Brace for impact does actually help with your turret defense if they send a ton of fighters. So we could actually start in that. Yeah, we're going to do that just because I know Pone loves sending his attack fighters here. For this guy, we're going to put lock on. He's just going to be shooting from downtown, so hopefully that'll be good. And yeah, I think we can actually take one of these ships, put him in group 5, and use him as like our scanning ship. So he's just going to run up and see if he can discover our opponent here. So our force is ready for the most part. Let's get this battle underway, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Yeah, look at that. I love the backdrops here. I probably should get rid of the grid. Although I kind of do like it a little bit, because sometimes the depth perception of things can get weird without it. All right, there we go. Let's do this. The camera thing, I wish you could go a little bit higher. I mean, you can go like right above, but then you kind of have trouble seeing downtown. A couple little technical things that I think would be easily fixed there. So we got group 4 over here. And yeah, these guys do have the scan ability. Escort ships are, decent, if you want to use them defensively, but more importantly, I think they're really good for just like scanning and getting up there and seeing what's going on. But these ones do have torpedoes, which is pretty cool. So hopefully we can get some shots in there, maybe take some downtown ones. And our opponent is good to go. All right, so let's get you guys going up on this objective. You can kind of get ready to just beeline across and do some scouting. And let's get the main fleet going. Yeah, so which way do we want to go? Let's actually, do we want to go this way? No, let's just go up here. It's going to be a little bit simpler in that respect. And these guys can go grab this. And I could try and snake some back objectives. His fleet looks pretty small, but he probably has a couple ships running silent as well, which means that I can't see them right now. But we're going to get really aggressive. We're going to get close and just try and like get in there and circle him and just ram. I don't know about ramming, maybe. I mean, Mechanicus, he's going to be trying to do some bombs on me. You see that right there? I almost crashed into my own ship right away. Classic stuff. Classic Armada. All right, so let's get you guys right in there. This guy can kind of just circle here, and let's get the main fleet going right here. For the ruinous powers indeed. We're going to try. So if I do go into the full speed ahead is whatever it's called, it's going to reveal me to my opponent. So I'm not going to do that quite yet. So he's splitting up a little bit. Looks like he's sending 2 ships over there, a couple over here, and he has started grabbing that far objective. So he does have some escort ships on running silent, of course. And our main fleet is just going to be kind of getting ready to grab this one. Now, there is a meteor field actually sitting in the objective, so we can't go in that without taking damage. I mean, there's many circumstances in which it's going to be worth it, but yeah, we're going to send this little dude up ahead here. Let's go ahead and get our main fleet kind of lined up and ready to party. I don't want to be too close because, like I said, the Mechanicus does have a lot of bomb effects, so if we just get too close and just get caught. And great, I think we captured that, so let's go ahead and send you guys going over here, and you can go ahead and get ready to scout. He probably has some sort of a probe he's going to send to scout us. Okay, so we're capturing this one, which is good. After that, we're going to send 2 of our little ships to go. I think the Chaos Escort ships aren't bad fighters, from my experience. All right, so we're going here. Reload. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so you actually stealth if you do sit in those clouds there, which is pretty neat. So these little guys doing the will of the dark gods, capturing the objectives. I don't necessarily have to blitz him. If I can hold all 3 objectives, I can kind of just wait for him to come to me. All right, so let's go ahead and get you over here and get a little scan. Yeah, you can see how he's like splitting up his ships, which is pretty good. I mean, I can do the same thing here. So let's go ahead and get our main ship kind of moving forward, which is stealth right now. We're going to do a bit of a timing push. So let's get our main fleet going as well. And yeah, we're going to be able to detect him pretty soon. You can see the scan here is almost in range, but I want to get more ships going. But if I accelerate, yeah, let's go here and let's get you going here. Go across here and we'll get you guys going there as well. Great. All right, let's go. Okay, so he has identified us, which is fine. That's just one of his little dinky ships, so we're going to go ahead and accelerate here and see if we can get eyes on anyone. And he's dropped his scan as well. I'm going to be dropping a scan here in a moment, and it should reveal to me this ship back here. All right, great. So let's just kind of go downtown. We'll get our main ship pushing up, and our main ship's going as well. So far, so good. Yeah, and this guy can just grab this one, and we have you going for the downtown objective. And now we're going to go and get into reload on our Group 2 ships, which is going to be useful. So you can see he's doing a little bit of funny business here. So let's go ahead and dodge this, and hopefully we can get out of there. We're going to find out in a second. I don't want to waste any. Yeah, he got us with one of them, so unfortunately we weren't able to dodge that. So let's just get these guys going. Our 2 little ships are going to go here and fire some torpedoes just in case there's any opponents there. And here we go. All right, so we're accelerating here. We could do a boarding action. I don't know if it's necessary. He's taking a lot of fire there. This one small ship's already mutinied, actually, so I think we can just use our macro weaponry. So get you going here, get you spinning out of there, and as long as we can dodge the Nova cannons and get close, I'm feeling pretty confident. Okay, great. So we were able to dodge that, it looks like? Yes, that is good. Is there another one coming here? Oof, man, he is getting all the nasty bombs here on us. So we just got to accelerate, basically. So these ships need to get up in the face of his Mechanicus ships and just start, like, doing, like, just circling maneuvers. Oh, yeah, we're taking some work on this guy, but let's go ahead and fire some torpedoes here in a second, and that should hit our opponent, and you can go ahead and stop accelerating. Let's go ahead and drop some boarding actions on you guys. You guys can go ahead and turn around here, and you guys can come around. Ooh, I over-accelerated pretty hard on those. Great, so our big ship's going to definitely do some work against this guy. Disruption bomb could be dropped right here, which hopefully can hit his big ship, and I'd like to turn and get a boarding action here. Great, so hopefully we can snake those back objectives as well. Let's get you going here. You guys just kind of keep circling, and keep circling here. And we're going to actually ram. Screw it. Screw it! We're going in, Bobby! We do get the boarding action as we go. We get a nice little ram, which is pretty great. All right, so let's just get these ships kind of going down here. If we can, our big ship's just going to continue fighting, and we get a boarding action there. We are snaking the back objectives, which is pretty good. So far the slaughter ships seem to be doing their job. And yeah, we're just gonna like keep circling and shooting, really. I mean, as long as we can avoid the Nova cannons, I think we are in really, really good shape. Now, we do have some lightning strikes available, which is you hit the V button. So I just want to look at the ships that are very kind of in trouble here. I think we're just gonna focus this guy down. This is, I believe, his main ship. And let's go ahead and just get a ram going if we can. Brace for impact. Oh, did I just barely miss it? Okay, that still looks like a cool drive-by there, though. Alright, so we're getting our shots going. Our big ship is in a little bit of trouble, so let's pop some emergency repairs. Just drive it downtown here. We are grabbing, like, all the objectives, which is great. These guys have gotten the objectives as well, so let's pull them over to the main battle. Oh, no, we're going to get caught here. We're definitely just going to have to fall back with that ship there and just hopefully be safe. And let's get you accelerating. This was not a good idea. Okay. Anyways, we're getting some damage on the main ship. His other two are taking a little bit of work as well, but let's just kind of keep circling them. And the big ship, look at him just dropping these explosions on my ship here. Oh my god. We'll get our little scout ships going, and we could just probably win on objectives if we want to. Okay, one of them's mutinied, which is good. His other ship here is taking some work. Now, is there anywhere we need to do emergency repairs? Does not look like it. I mean, we could, but yeah, there's no like substantial damage or anything. Boarding actions are on cooldown, so just kind of keep strafing these Mechanicus ships with our murder ships. And the big boy, we're just going to kind of keep running him and hide him into the clouds down here. There's no point for us to take that engagement. So let's accelerate with these ships. This one's about to be back-capped here, which is great. And weapons destroyed here. Yeah, just keep circling. There's not much we can do. We could take like a high-speed turn, but no, the engine's actually severely damaged. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. See if we can accelerate away. These two ships, we need to get you guys actually doing high-speed turns. Let's get you going. Oh, I don't think his engine's working. Oh man, that's not good. Okay, anyways. Click that off, and yes, and then click that off as well. Okay. Still getting used to all the mechanics here, but anyways, torpedoes going downtown. Torpedoes are going to go downtown as well. Hopefully we can hit some of these ships. And yeah, so far I think we're getting some good damage. How's the big boy doing? How's his big thickness over here? So yeah, we can actually come back in and start like just shooting downtown on some of his ships because we do have really good range here. You got to get out of there. Oof, that did some work for sure. So let's get these two little rat ships and actually go finish this guy off. And let's see if we can go and then hit you as well. Great. So we're taking some damage, but his ships are beat up as well. Oh, that was actually accidentally a lightning strike. So we should have done a boarding action there. So let's go ahead and turn here. See if we can get this boarding action going. And good. We got the boarding action. That's going to be pretty devastating for that ship for sure. Leadership looks okay on most of my ships. The smaller ships are having some issues. Let's do some emergency repairs here. Kind of keep shooting downtown there. Let's actually see if we can do a little bit of action here. Get these ships going. And our big heavy ship is... he's coming back now, so let's go ahead and get him over here if we can. We have like all the objectives too, which is good. This one's very low. Do we have any boarding maneuvers here? We do not. So we should be on reload stance in these guys if we're not already. So okay, we just switched to reload, which is fine. Let's go ahead and focus down this guy. It's a little bit closer, so it's going to be easier to hit. Little ship here is having some problems, so we're going to kind of get him up and around, have him go sit in the cloud here. All right, there we go. This ship's a little bit outmanned, actually. So let's go ahead and do a boarding action on this ship, which is very, very kind of having some issues. We'll do a repair to stop the fire, and we'll accelerate away and see if we can kind of regroup with our fleet here. And we'll do a high-speed turn to go up and along the side, and let's maneuver full ahead. So now we got like up and behind the ship, which is good. And we can go ahead and stop the acceleration. Great. All right, great. So these guys are doing it. The big ship's back online, so this is going to be a big difference maker here. Now we do have the supercharged void shield, so let's pop that because we're taking some fire here. And I don't know if there's anything we want to use in that respect here. Yeah, good. All right, so let's get this guy going. Let's get you doing a high-speed turn to get back into the fight here. And here we go. And we're going to get some serious boarding on this ship right here, actually. We might be able to mutiny him. And get you going here. All right, great. So that's good. Up here on the top, looks like, oh, we're getting a ram. Unintentional ram, baby, the best kind. So we're getting in there, and let's go ahead and get some torpedoes going as well. Torpedoes off! And do we have any boarding actions here? We do. Let's board him. Torpedo him in the back, even though it's not going to be super effective. Oh, yeah, we got him, baby! We got him! All right, so the big ship, let's go ahead and drop a disruption bomb. I mean, his shields are pretty much down, but let's see if we can kind of catch him here. And our murder ship is still doing its thing. Let's kind of circle it down and around here and see if we can get a lightning strike. Yeah, we can actually reach him with a lightning strike. Let's just do that. Ooh, we got to get you out of there. Oh, I was a little bit slow on that. So we have all the objectives, I think. And big boy here, let's go ahead and make sure he's shooting here. And, yeah, no leadership. A little bit low leadership here. So we're going to rally that, actually. We're getting a little bit low there. Let's go ahead and do a lightning strike on you if we can. Let's get you going as well. And up here we have this this one ship here who's not in the best shape. So we're going to do a high-speed turn here. Go ahead and accelerate downtown and go. Good. This guy can go back up here. This little rattler can go attack him as well. Oh no! Ugh. Plasma bombs. All right, so I think we got this. Most of his ships are offline. These ones are about to go. Oh, he used the shield. Look at the explosions up close. They look so cool. Yeah, that's the thing. I wish there was a replay system so we could look at that. But well played to Pwn. That was a fun one. GG. That build works pretty good. I definitely, because typically when I play Chaos, I go super. I go like relatively narrow with those 4 repulsives, like the big ships. But I felt like going wide was really strong. Like using those, like I guess they're close quarter ships. You know. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the fleet and just kind of summarize everything. So. The Desolator did good. It took a beating, but it was able to retreat and then re-enter the fight. A little bit slow on some things, but you know, there's a lot to micro here. So I'm still like learning all these mechanics and everything. The Slaughters were pretty good. I mean, honestly, they did their job. Like they're short range, but if you just kind of circle your opponent's ships, you have 2 front firing weapons, so you can just kind of be chasing them, doing damage. You can broadside them with the merged macro battery. It seems to be pretty damn strong. And the little Infidels did their job as well. We got some good torpedo shots off, and we were able to kind of snake all the objectives with our width. The Mechanicus seemed to have like 4 heavy ships, and I don't think they had too many escort ships. So from there, we were able to grab like all of the objectives, and we probably could have honestly just hid if we wanted to, but I think we had enough of an advantage in the combat. But yeah, it was fun. We definitely took some Nova bombs, so we were able to dodge a fair amount of them, which I think was pretty substantial, and kind of just get on top of them, which makes it very tough to do the Nova bomb. So anyways, very well played to my opponent, the mighty Professor Pwn. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 1v1 game, and let me know if you guys want to see some more. If there's any factions you want to see. I'm not terribly interested in playing like the Eldar factions, but I'll play like Tau and Space Marines and you know, the Imperial Navy and stuff like that. So let me know, guys. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.